Welcome to today's Grow It Green. We're at the Distant Hill Nature Trail and Gardens in both Alstead and Walpole. And I'm joined by Matt Kelly from UNH Cooperative Extension. And Matt, as someone who has to pick up a lot of sticks in the spring, sometimes I rue trees, but you're telling I'm short-sighted when I do that. Huh?
Yeah, well, I feel your pain, but yeah, trees provide a lot of benefits to landowners, both in terms of the aesthetics they provide, wildlife habitat, but more and more we're talking about climate change and their role to help mitigate some of the effects of climate change through carbon removal and carbon storage.
Okay, so behind us we have a big oak tree, and you're telling me something different about its composition that I didn't realize. What is that?
Yeah, so about 50%, it changes from species to species, but about 50% of a tree is made up of carbon. So the dry weight, if we were to cut that, dry it all up, and weigh it, 50% of that would be carbon.
And you have an interesting app as well that'll tell you exactly what, how much carbon is in it, or
yes, yep. Yeah, so the U.S. Forest Service designed an app called MyTree. You can download it, you can go to their website. Basically, you just put in the species of the tree, the diameter, whether it's in full shade or partial shade, and it'll tell you how much carbon will be sequestered by that tree over the next year through photosynthesis, how much carbon is stored in it. If it's near your house, it'll even tell you how much savings you can enjoy from electricity because of shade that it's providing. You can turn down the air conditioner.
Okay, this is a more mature tree,
yeah.
But you say younger trees, younger forests have an added benefit when it comes to carbon?
Yeah, so carbon storage is important because it keeps carbon in the forest and not in the atmosphere. And when forests are mature, full of trees this size, they're maximizing storage. When forests are young, when we're at that 10, 15, 20 years, they're maximizing the rate of CO2 removal. So having a balance of young and old is a really important strategy.
Okay, so there are some additional benefits to trees, aside from just looking nice and dropping sticks in the spring. But anyway, be that as it may, that's it for today's Grow It Green.